Hi there, Tandy Elisala here, your leadership coach and chief inspiration officer, coming to you today to talk about law number 10 in the Law of Leadership series, which is the law of growth. There's two different components to the law of growth, but the general premise here is that leadership rock stars, rock star leaders, legacy leaders, focus on the top 20% that will give them the greatest result. Some people mistakenly, like for example with people, will focus more of their time on the people that are dragging down, the people that are producing the bottom 20%, as opposed to focusing on those rock stars that are at the top 20%. And some people mistakenly say, oh, I'm just going to leave those people alone, they're doing great. Well, yes, and you need to continue to engage them and develop them and bring them to that next level. And growth, when leaders, strong leaders, have really strong leaders, because that's really what it's about, is leaders growing leaders. Okay, you've got to grow leaders, because if you grow followers and something happens to you, like, oh, I don't know, say you have a baby or two, or you get married or get divorced, or find yourself in caregiving mode, taking care of your elderly or aging or ill parents or grandparents, or any number of things, a health scare. If you don't have leaders in place in your organization that are ready to stand up and and take responsibility and do you proud, then your business is not going to be sustainable. So here are 3 reasons why growth is important in leadership. The first reason is that, as I said, leaders develop leaders. So, are your people following you? Are they growing? And are they successful? Who on your team is a leader? So, and let's develop a plan so that you can really continue to develop their leadership skills and abilities. The second reason that leadership or that growth is important in leadership is that there's 3 phases of growth and growing companies. The first is a startup, startup. The second is a growing organization, rapid growth, slow growth, but hopefully rapid growth, right? And the third is a mature organization. And each of those 3 phases requires a different set of skills, different types of focus on growth, different metrics, and it's important to know which phase you're in and what level of growth that you're looking for. And the third reason that growth, and the other thing I was just going to say is that you can't go from startup to mature without going through that second phase. And here's a secret: many companies, many companies fail. They succeed getting through the startup phase, getting through rapid growth, and then they fail before they become mature. And it's because they didn't have the leadership growth mindset and strategies and tips and tools that are needed in order to accomplish that. Now, in my upcoming Leadership Legacy Rockstar group coaching program, I'm sharing all of that. Boom. So I encourage you to check that out at leadershiprockstars.com. Okay, the third reason that growth in leadership is really important is because profitability and growth go hand in hand for business success. Profit is the key to financial survival and growth, yet, Profit is key to financial survival, and growth is key to profit and long-term success. So when I say growth, and when you say growth, you got to think the growth overall, like for the organization, and profit. So if your company is not making money, it's not really a business. So those two aspects of growth go hand in hand. My analogy with this, and my call to action for you, is to think about Mount Everest. And like that's the goal. Like everyone, if major hikers or whatever, climbers, it's like, okay, I'm going to climb to the top of Mount Everest. They know that's crystal clear. And there's a lot of growth that has to happen within individuals in order to help them accomplish that goal, that vision. And your ability as a rockstar leader to grow your business from startup to maturity is dependent on how you tackle growth. And I'm going to share more about that, and also a different way of looking at profit in another video. All right, take care. Mwah.